Hey everybody, I just wanted to let you know that I am here in Cambodia.
Here you see a boy. He is banging a makeshift gong at the primary school, which was our base of operations. This is where we set up shop, just outside the city of Siem Reap. He's calling his fellow classmates back to class.
It's only like a little bit after 8 p.m. in the morning. I've already been out to Angkor. I took some sunrise photos. You can have a look at that here. And now we are off. Like I said, we're doing some work. So in case I never told you before, I am a dentist and we are going to be treating children this week. I'll be sharing some of that with you. That's the reason that I came to Cambodia.
This video is a tribute to the organization Global Dental Relief that was responsible for bringing me to Cambodia, and to the other volunteers who worked so hard, and the host country, Cambodia. No one has a crystal ball, and a year earlier I had no idea. I could not foresee that I was going to end up here in Cambodia treating patients. This is the clinic, my fellow volunteers, everybody hustling and bustling to treat the 869 children that passed through for our care during our visit there. Upon our arrival, we were greeted by the children giving us a standing ovation. We traveled to Cambodia to combat dental disease in children who don't have any other options for help. But I, for one, was enamored by the beautiful faces and the peaceful dispositions of the children that I encountered. Repeatedly, they tugged at my heartstrings and smiled with all of their being.
Very busy, and this is the first chance I've had to get out and talk. So I actually walked into a local market, took some pictures, and it's just some very amazing things. And stick around and I'm going to show you the things that I find are very interesting about Cambodia. I'm in a place called Siem Reap and I'd love to share it with you. This is a really busy place here. This is where you go to get your pass to visit Angkor Wat, and some of the associated temples, the antiquities, and this place is just bustling. Of course, we were here early in the morning because our first trip to Angkor was in the dark, and I don't know if I showed you earlier, but you can take a look at this picture. This was the sunrise. This place is really amazing. Probably heard of Angkor Wat. Well, this is part of Angkor, which is this ancient city. Quite a place to be. You have to wonder what this place was like when it was brand new, when people were hustling and bustling and going about their daily business, never knowing that this place would last so far into the future that people in 2019 were going to come here and see this. I just want you to take a look at this lotus flower. So you can see the lotus flower, and they use it for a decoration, and there's actually people like this woman, and she's folding the leaves, and then these find their way into different places, floating in pots around the resort. They come up and they're put in our vase in our room, and you can see how some of the leaves or the petals actually are folded up so beautifully to create this wonderful design. The lotus flowers are grown on farms, and here's a picture of a lotus flower farm. And I don't know, some of the other interesting things I've noticed besides the tuk-tuks, which you can see, here we are riding in a tuk-tuk. I was in a convenience store, and I just was really taken by the cigarettes that were for sale and the graphic pictures of disfigurement and sickness that they put on them to really alert people to the hazards of tobacco use.
Each day we took the bus at 7:15 a.m. for the 30-minute drive to the primary school, and we spent most of our time treating patients. But we did have some time for ourselves and walking around near the hotel. Each day I saw this gentleman relaxing in his hammock by the river. We also walked over to the Buddhist monastery, which was colorful and full of sights, and there was this monk that I saw. He was sitting there with 7 dogs and a chicken. In the days leading up to the clinic, we had an opportunity to bond. We were able to walk around the village, and we were even treated to an ox cart ride through the village.
Sam, if you ever want to stay home alone again, now is your chance to prove you can do it.
We went on a group bicycle tour and got to see some of the surrounding countryside, which was really a treat. I really want to thank Global Dental Relief for putting in the effort to make sure that the volunteers had an opportunity to see the sights in Cambodia. One of the highlights was visiting this market where the locals came to sell their wares and also to shop, and it was crowded with people, and people watching was a real pleasure here. They were selling the foods that they like to eat, and they were haggling right in front of us. It seemed that we were the only tourists in this open-air market. It was filled with people and motorcycles and children and crammed in little aisles. But this was really just a stop on our way to see the floating villages on the shores of Cambodia's largest lake, Tonle Sap. The floating villages was a completely different environment from Siem Reap. First, we boarded a motorboat and we traveled through, seeing all of these houses and other buildings high up on stilts along the banks of the river or the lake, as it may be. And then we rode through this mangrove and really got to experience some of the natural environment.
I'm gonna miss this place, and hopefully I will be able to come back sometime. It's been a really great trip. You know, I've learned a lot here, more than just motorcycles can, let me fix this a little, more than just motorcycles can carry just about anything and pull trailers and be service vehicles. Everything here, from the little candle-powered aromatic dispensers in the bathrooms to the friendliness of the people, and how we all could just get along so much better if we really could take a lesson from the mindset of the Cambodians in their humbleness, humility, and peacefulness. It's been a great experience. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye, Siem Reap. Goodbye, Cambodia.